So I just want to ask a question regarding Xana and regarding the order in which people, the victims, the 4 students, were attacked. I have recently heard that Xana was believed to be the last to have been attacked. Can anybody, correct me if I'm wrong, or correct me if that information is wrong, and if they believe it to be correct, can you point me in the direction of a source for that information? Because I'm thinking of making a video, but I want to make sure I've got that. I need to know whether that is confirmed or not, because I haven't seen anything that's confirmed it, and things fly around the internet as if they are confirmed, and they are not always. Difficult though, because even when it's from, for example, a source like Steve Gonzalez, well, the police can't comment on whether that is correct or not. But even when it's the police, well, for a start, they've changed so many things. They were in their beds, they weren't in their beds. It was between 3 and 4, it wasn't between 3 and 4. It was a Hyundai Elantra 2013 to 2015, and then it wasn't, or 14 or whatever, and then it wasn't. Even the fact that I noticed somebody wrote recently that Dylan was had initially said she was asleep in her bed, or the police had initially said she was asleep in her bed, and then later she turns out we've got her as a witness. Goalposts just keep changing, and then they've said that Stephen Fry, no, different Fry, James Fry, when asked if anything was stolen, he said no. I am inclined to believe that Kaylee's phone was stolen. And that is because I think that some of the time they're not telling the truth. I think you could panic and tell a lie, but the police don't get in trouble for that in America. That's allowed. So what I just wanted to know is if anybody has an actual source, or if anybody can tell me how they know that Xana was the last to be attacked, or anything refuting that, because that seems to be what I've heard most recently, is that Xana was the last to be attacked. And is it the last to be attacked? Because they're not going to know who was the last to die, although she could be the last to be attacked. She might have appeared to have been deceased, but then she may not have been. And so and the same with, I'm thinking more of Ethan. I was trying to figure that out in my brain then. He may have appeared to have been, he may have been attacked, but he may not have been deceased. He may have been playing dead, or he may have come round, which means that he could have moved. And the same with any of the victims. So that is my question. I'd really appreciate it if anybody would be able to take a little bit of time to reply. Many, many thanks. And that's interesting. Post Falls High School. I did sometimes, by the way, what I'm saying may not come out exactly the same as a picture, because there's some kind of delay, or and you'll notice that people's mouths are moving at a different time. So that was a picture of Xana outside Post Falls High School, graduating, I'm assuming. And so she was another Kootenai County girl. She was brought up in Post Falls, although she lived in Avondale for a short while, maybe a couple of years. I don't know specifically how long, but it wasn't, most of her time was in Post Falls. So these three girls are all from Kootenai County, and that could be relevant, could be completely irrelevant, but we do know that lots of women from Kootenai County are wanted, it's almost like they're being targeted because it's so highly irregular for that many women to get involved in drugs and to be arrested. 13% is normal for the jail population. 39% of people wanted on the video that I showed you recently. They're all women. 39%. That's just not normal. There's something weird going on, and it may or may not be relevant that these three young ladies were from Kootenai County. So just that to have in the back of your mind, just to be aware of, really. But obviously we don't know what's relevant and what's not relevant. So just information, really. And there we go. I have to leave Xana there. Little firecracker, wasn't she?